Hi there, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Coach G Show here on FDUnites.com. The holiday edition, less than a week to go before the Christmas holidays. And I'm here with Coach Herenda at the Potin Still, one of the sponsors for FDU Athletics here in Hackensack. Coach, how are you?
I'm great, John. I really am.
So let's talk a little bit about the last three games. The last time we did a show was right after the Seton Hall game. So since then, you played Stony Brook, Princeton, and Iowa. Three very difficult games all on the road. Just some thoughts on how those games went.
Well, obviously those are three quality teams, and they're probably, at the end of the day, postseason caliber clubs in their own building. And we played in segments well, except for Iowa. Iowa we were up 6-0, and then they kicked a field goal and then scored 4 straight touchdowns. No, they're very good. And if anyone out there saw the Iowa State game, you just knew they're a high-level team. And if you saw the Arizona-Michigan game, you know that Arizona is obviously for real. But Stony Brook and Princeton are great teams, and they don't lose at home. So they were good games for us to get ready for our conference, road schedule. But they were very, very good basketball teams, and we played well, but we never played well for 40 minutes. Thus, we didn't deserve to win the basketball games. And
against Iowa, Matthias Silent with a career-high 19 points.
Yes.
He's been coming off the bench the last couple of games. Just some thoughts on kind of switching that up a little bit.
I spoke to him about it because Matthias wants to play really well so badly, almost to a fault. And I said, Matthias, what if we took you off the bench and we just relaxed a little bit? And when I saw his face when I mentioned it, it just relaxed him, And he's been not only playing well in games of late, but today he had a practice that was I just came from the Rothman Center, and he was awesome. So hopefully just that little tweak will, set him off. And we need more than Sidney Sanders playing well to be a good basketball team in our league or anywhere. And I think I know Matthias will come around, and I just hope that he, Sid, and Scooter both end their careers in postseason play. And I'm sure the way Matthias is playing, Scooter was a monster against Seton Hall, and now Sid's getting played like a really good player. He averaged 4 or 5 points a game. No one knew who Sidney Sanders Jr. was. Now everyone does, and Columbia will be prepared for him. So he's got to know when to shoot it, when to pass it, and it's different when you're the best player on the team. You're going to be treated differently, and that responsibility is sometimes difficult to handle, but he's handled it really well so far.
Now, you mentioned Columbia. That's the last game you got before you got a long break until the new year. What do you expect to see from the Lions on Saturday?
Well, they're in exams as well, and I think their exams, I was in the Ivy League. Sometimes the Ivy League exams are just a little bit different than the NEC exams because it's just the nature of the beast. So we're both coming off exams. They're a very good team. They guard really, really well. They rebound. They're well coached. They've lost some, they had a chance. They should have beat Manhattan at home. Lost to them. Manhattan's very good. They were right there, tooth and nail with Michigan State, and lost to Bucknell real close out at Bucknell. So they're going to be really, really a slow, patient, smart team, and we're going to try to run them and get the game going up and down. But hopefully after exams we'll bounce back a little bit quicker, and I think we'll be energized. We had a good practice tonight. It was our first full practice after exams, so our kids are, I think, going to be up to the task.
And then after Columbia, you got a long break before you have Hofstra, then it starts conference play. So just give me some thoughts on the holiday break and just the team getting, kind of a break from basketball and just trying to get away from it for a little bit.
I think it's healthy. In Division II, there's a rule you have to take 7 full days off from everything. And for me and how hard our team works, rest is important, and I think that rest helps us. Then we come back energized, we come back healthy, and we come back at a different level. And then we've been through so much. Like that Seton Hall Rutgers week seems like it was 2 years ago. So I think these kids seeing their families this summer when I got the job, they barely went home for the summer. I think all that's healthy. I think balance in college basketball isn't underrated. People think you have to practice, and sometimes you get burnt out. And we're not burnt out, but a good rest is going to will be. I think well needed and well received by our players.
All right, Coach, good luck against Columbia. Happy holidays, and we'll speak again in the new year.
John, thank you. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Enjoy.
All right, so make sure that you go into New York City for the Columbia game, 4 o'clock on Saturday, or listen on FDUnites.com. And then the next game will be at home against Hofstra on January 5th.